Hey kids, let's find a little variation that everybody can collect. You may not know about these out there. Maybe you think there's just the purple flowers. But let's show you the 14 different fairies that are out there. In 1969, we get Tinkerbell A, and she's hideous and scary. But we're not going to talk about her. We're going to talk about 2008, 9, and 10 when we get these guys. And I think there was a fairy princess movie or something along those lines from Disney. And we get Terrance, the boy fairy. All these, by the way, are going to be 5.9 China stems. If you care about that kind of thing, some are going to have the country on it and some are not. It depends whether they're a US version or not. For instance, these guys were sold in the US, but the other two rows were not. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess that one was. But some of these, let's try again. There you go. No country information on this guy, if I have any kind of focus whatsoever. There you go. Now, here's the deal. You got 5 fairies besides Terrance. You've got Rosetta, Iridessa, Silver Mist, Fawn, and Tinkerbell. Now, what's interesting here is these 3 in the back, if I'm not mistaken, came out first. By the way, these have rubbery, squishy wings. Now, if that excites you, I mean, you got bigger problems than collecting Pez. But those 3 come out. They're European version on the gray flowers, or blue flowers, as Momo Pez calls them. And then you got this purple row, the second one, also European version, and you get all 5 in those. You do not get all 5 in the gray or blue flower, but you definitely do in the purple flower. Now again, all the fairies are the same in each column here. Nothing really different about those. You could argue that they're slightly turned or twisted, but then I'd argue that you're turned or twisted. It's not an intentional variation. But then in the US, when these come out, you get these lines drawn in. All right, so notice the difference here. It's easier to see on the blue one here, which Silver Mist. So you've got lines here in the front row, you don't in the back row. And that's an intentional difference. So the second row here is all European, 5 with no lines, and you get the 5 colored lines, my personal favorite, and I'm kind of partial to Silver Mist. Here in the US, you'll also notice there's some variations in the green stems. I don't think that's a real big deal, but some of you do, so I'll show you. And those are particular or peculiar or unique to each of the fairies. So you can see these are the same for her. All those are the same, but as you go down each column, you'll see the greens are a bit different, and that's consistent for each of the fairies. So that's it, guys. 14 of these. Go ahead and look for them. A set of 5, a set of 5, another set of 3, and then poor Terrance over here on the other side of the dance floor.